Hey everyone! Today we're diving into one of the most controversial topics in automotive care, fuel additives. You've seen them at every gas station and auto parts store, promising better mileage, more power, and a cleaner engine. But here's the truth that the manufacturers don't want you to know. Some of these additives can actually destroy your engine. I'm going to walk you through 7 fuel additives that can cause serious damage to your engine, and then I'll show you the 3 additives that are actually worth your money. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly what to avoid and what to use to keep your engine running strong for years to come. Let's get started. The 7 destructive additives, 130 to 1030. 1. Octane boosters containing MMT, 130 to 245. Visual, bottle of octane booster, chemical structure of MMT. Host, first up we have octane boosters that contain methyl cyclopentadienyl manganese tricarbonyl, or MMT. Now, octane boosters themselves aren't inherently bad, but MMT is a different story. MMT is a manganese-based compound that was originally used as an anti-knock agent in gasoline. The problem? Manganese deposits build up on your spark plugs, oxygen sensors, and catalytic converter. These deposits act like an insulator, preventing proper spark plug function and reducing the efficiency of your oxygen sensors. Over time, you'll experience misfires and rough idling, failed oxygen sensors costing hundreds to replace, catalytic converter damage that can cost over $2,000 to fix, check engine lights that won't go away. In fact, Canada banned MMT in gasoline back in the 1990s for these exact reasons. If you need an octane boost, look for products that use aromatic hydrocarbons instead. 2. High concentration alcohol-based fuel additives, 245 to 4 o'clock. Visual, gas line antifreeze bottle, corroded fuel system parts. Host, number 2 on our list is high concentration alcohol-based fuel additives. These are often marketed as gas line antifreeze or water removers. While modern gasoline already contains up to 10% ethanol, adding more alcohol creates serious problems. Here's what happens. Alcohol is hygroscopic, meaning it attracts and absorbs water. In small amounts, this is fine, but when you add more alcohol to your tank, you're creating a corrosive mixture that degrades rubber fuel lines, seals, and gaskets, corrodes metal fuel system components, causes fuel injectors to stick or fail, damages fuel pumps, especially in older vehicles. This is particularly dangerous in vehicles with carburetors, boats, motorcycles, and lawn equipment where fuel sits for extended periods. The alcohol-water mixture separates, creating a corrosive layer at the bottom of your tank that eats away at everything it touches. 3. Oil stop leak additives, 4 to 515. Visual, stop leak bottle, swollen seal comparison. Host, wait, isn't this about fuel additives? Yes, but I'm including oil stop leak products because they're often used by the same people looking for quick fixes, and the logic behind why they're harmful applies to certain fuel additives too. Oil stop leak additives work by causing your engine's rubber seals to swell. While this might temporarily stop a leak, you're essentially putting a band-aid on a gunshot wound. Here's the reality. Seals swell unevenly, causing new leaks in other areas. Overswollen seals can restrict oil flow. The swelling is temporary, and when it reverses, leaks are worse. These additives can clog oil passages and filters. The same principle applies to fuel system seal conditioners that claim to restore dried-out fuel seals. They're a temporary fix that masks underlying problems and often makes things worse in the long run. 4. Improper diesel fuel. Anti-gel additives, 515 to 630. Visual, diesel fuel gelling, clogged fuel filter. Host, for diesel owners, anti-gel additives seem like a no-brainer in cold weather, but using the wrong product or using it incorrectly can cause catastrophic damage. The problem comes when people add anti-gel additives after their fuel has already started to gel. Once wax crystals have formed in diesel fuel, anti-gel additives can't dissolve them. Instead, adding the additive creates an even thicker sludge that clogs fuel filters immediately, starves the injection pump of fuel, can damage high-pressure fuel pumps, leads to expensive injection system repairs. Additionally, some cheaper anti-gel products use alcohol as the main ingredient, which we've already discussed as problematic. They can also reduce the lubricity of diesel fuel, accelerating wear on injection pumps. If your diesel fuel has already gelled, you need a diesel fuel degeller and emergency thawing, not an anti-gel additive. 5. Fuel injector cleaners with harsh solvents, 630 to 745. Visual, fuel injector, damaged rubber components. Host, fuel injector cleaners are supposed to help your engine, right? Well, not all of them. Some injector cleaners use aggressive solvents that are way too harsh for modern fuel systems. These harsh cleaners, often containing high concentrations of acetone, xylene, or toluene, can strip away protective coatings inside fuel injectors, damage rubber O-rings and seals in the fuel system, dissolve deposits too quickly, causing them to clog fuel filters, attack certain plastics used in modern fuel systems. The irony is that while these products might clean your injectors, they're simultaneously destroying other components. You might get better fuel spray for a few weeks, then suddenly find yourself with fuel leaks, failed injector seals, or a dissolved fuel pressure regulator diaphragm. Modern vehicles with GDI, gasoline direct injection, systems are particularly vulnerable because the solvents can damage the high-pressure seals that these systems rely on. 6. Fuel system, miracle, cleaners and performance enhancers, 745 to 845. Visual, various miracle additive bottles, skeptical expression. Host, you've seen these products. They promise 20% better fuel economy, 50 more horsepower, and the ability to run your car on water if you believe the marketing. These miracle additives are often the most dangerous because they contain unknown chemical cocktails. The problems with these products include vague or misleading ingredient lists, combinations of incompatible chemicals, additives that conflict with your vehicle manufacturer's specifications, substances that can void your warranty. Many of these products contain naphthalene or other compounds that can damage sensors, catalytic converters, and fuel system components. Some even contain metal-based compounds that deposit on critical engine parts. If a product makes outrageous claims with no scientific backing or independent testing, run the other way. Real improvements come from proper maintenance, not magic potions. 7. MTBE-based additives, 845 to 10. Visual, MTBE chemical structure, contaminated water. Host, last on our destructive list is MTBE, or methyl tertiary butyl ether. While MTBE was phased out of most gasoline in the early 2000s due to groundwater contamination concerns, some fuel additives still contain it or similar ether-based oxygenates. MTBE causes several serious problems. It's extremely corrosive to certain rubber compounds and plastics, can cause fuel system leaks in vehicles not designed for it, attacks fuel hoses, causing them to become brittle and crack, damages fuel pumps and sending units, can cause drivability issues and poor engine performance. Vehicles built before 2000 are particularly vulnerable because their fuel systems weren't designed to handle MTBE or similar compounds. Even in newer vehicles, concentrated MTBE in an additive can overwhelm the system's tolerance. Always check the ingredient list and avoid products containing MTBE, ETBE, or TAME. Transition 10 to 1030. Visual split screen, damaged parts versus healthy engine. Host, okay, so we've covered the 7 fuel additives that can destroy your engine. Pretty scary stuff, right? But don't worry, not all additives are bad. In fact, there are 3 types of fuel additives that can actually extend your engine's life and improve performance. Let me show you what actually works and is backed by science and real-world testing. The 3 beneficial additives, 1030 to 1400. 1. PEA-based fuel system cleaners, 1030 to 1145. Visual, PEA molecule, before/after injector comparison. Host, the number 1 additive that actually works is PEA-based fuel system cleaners. PEA stands for polyethylamine, and it's the gold standard in fuel system detergents. Why is PEA so effective? It works by dissolving carbon deposits slowly and safely, cleaning intake valves, fuel injectors, and combustion chambers, being completely safe for all fuel system components, working effectively in both gasoline and diesel engines. Unlike harsh solvents, PEA doesn't attack rubber or plastic. It's the same chemistry used by major automakers in their own fuel system cleaning services. Products like Chevron Techron, Redline SI1, and BG44K all contain high concentrations of PEA. For best results, use a PEA-based cleaner every 3,000 to 5,000 miles. You'll notice smoother idle and better throttle response, improved fuel economy, reduced emissions, prevention of carbon buildup on intake valves, especially in GDI engines. This is one additive that's absolutely worth the investment. 2. Diesel fuel lubricity improvers, 1145 to 1245. Visual, diesel injection pump, comparison of wear with / without additive. Host, for diesel owners, lubricity additives are absolutely essential, especially with today's ultra-low sulfur diesel fuel. Here's the problem. When refineries removed sulfur from diesel to reduce emissions, they also removed compounds that provided natural lubrication to the fuel system. Modern ULSD has significantly less lubricity than older diesel fuel. This matters because diesel fuel is what lubricates your injection pump and injectors. Without proper lubrication, you get premature wear on injection pumps, injector failure, reduced fuel system life, expensive repairs that can cost thousands of dollars. Quality lubricity improvers contain fatty acid methyl esters or other compounds that restore the lubricating properties of diesel fuel. Look for products from reputable manufacturers like Stanadyne, Hot Shots Secret, or Power Service. Use these at every fill-up. The cost is minimal compared to replacing an injection pump or set of injectors. Many diesel additives combine lubricity improvers with cetane boosters and detergents for all-around protection. 3. Legitimate cetane boosters, 1245 to 1400. Visual, diesel combustion comparison, smooth versus rough running. Host, the third beneficial additive is for diesel engines, legitimate cetane boosters. Cetane is to diesel what octane is to gasoline, but in reverse. Higher cetane numbers mean easier ignition and smoother combustion. Why does this matter? Diesel fuel quality varies significantly by region and season. Some diesel fuel has cetane ratings as low as 40, which is the legal minimum, but most modern diesel engines are designed to run on fuel with cetane ratings of 45 to 50 or higher. Quality cetane boosters using 2-EHN, 2-ethylhexyl nitrate, provide easier cold starting, reduced engine noise and knock, smoother idle and acceleration, lower emissions, improved fuel economy. Most importantly, higher cetane ratings reduce the stress on your engine by ensuring complete, efficient combustion. This means less soot, less wear, and longer engine life. Good cetane boosters can raise your fuel's cetane rating by 3 to 7 points. Combined with a lubricity improver and detergent package, you've got a complete diesel fuel treatment that genuinely protects your engine. Look for products from Power Service, Stanadyne Performance Formula, or Hot Shots Secret Diesel Extreme. These companies have been making diesel additives for decades and have proven track records. Conclusion, 1400 to 1500. Visual, recap graphics, healthy engine animation. Host, so there you have it. 7 fuel additives that can destroy your engine and 3 that can actually save it. Let's do a quick recap. Avoid. 1. Octane boosters with MMT. 2. High concentration alcohol additives. 3. Oil stop leak products and fuel seal conditioners. 4. Improper use of diesel anti-gel additives. 5. Harsh solvent-based injector cleaners. 6. Miracle cleaners with vague ingredients. 7. MTBE-based additives. Use 1. PEA-based fuel system cleaners. 2. Diesel fuel lubricity improvers. 3. Quality cetane boosters for diesel. The key takeaway is this: not all fuel additives are created equal. Some are genuinely helpful, backed by science and real-world testing. Others are snake oil at best and engine destroyers at worst. Always research products before putting them in your tank. Check the ingredients, look for independent testing data, and see what other users and mechanics are saying. Your engine is a significant investment, and it deserves products that protect it rather than harm it. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more automotive truth. Leave a comment below telling me about your experiences with fuel additives, good or bad. I read every comment and love hearing your stories. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Keep your engines healthy. End screen, subscribe button, suggested videos, social media links, production notes, visual suggestions. Throughout the video, use a combination of close-up shots of actual fuel additives and product bottles, diagrams showing how different components work, before/after comparisons of engine parts, animation of chemical processes when relevant, B-roll of mechanics working on engines, on-screen text highlighting key points, tone, and delivery. The host should maintain an informative but approachable tone. This is educational content, but it should be engaging and conversational. Use emphasis on key warnings about harmful additives and show genuine enthusiasm when discussing the beneficial ones. Disclaimer. Consider adding a brief disclaimer at the beginning or end, noting that viewers should always follow their vehicle manufacturer's recommendations and that this information is for educational purposes. Individual results may vary based on vehicle type, condition, and fuel quality. Timing notes. Total runtime is approximately 15 minutes. Each section has been timed to allow for visual demonstrations and emphasis on key points. Adjust pacing as needed during production, but try to maintain the balance between the destructive and beneficial additives sections.